Pokeball, go! Hey everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3 back here with another video. And today I was gonna finally get to this review I've been wanting to do, and that is reviewing Pokemon Season 1. Pokemon Season 1. What can I say about it? It obviously is the first season, of course, but it's also what got me into Japanese anime. The first season of Pokemon is considered a fan favorite among Pokemon fans, and it's what started the whole series to begin with the Pokemon anime. And I'm only reviewing its first season. So the first season is called the Indigo League. Is dubbed the Indigo League. The first 8 seasons of Pokemon, believe it or not, were dubbed by 4Kids. Well, of course. Up until 2007 when Pokemon the Pokemon Company then took over the rights to the Pokemon anime, and yeah, they took Pokemon away from 4Kids. And now we're stuck with their dub, from the Battle Frontier and onwards, but we're talking about the first season. So, the first season centers around the Kanto region, the home of Ash Ketchum, a 10-year-old boy who dreams of becoming a Pokemon master. And he sets out on a journey to become a Pokemon master alongside Pikachu, the electric mouse Pokemon. Pika! Anyway, the two on their journey didn't exactly fare well on their first day. Yeah, because they had a really rocky relationship at the beginning. But after an instance where both take turns saving each other from a flock of pissed-off Spearow, Pikachu and Ash become the best of friends. And along the way, they gain some new traveling companions, a girl by the name of Misty and a dude by the name of Brock. Misty is the Cerulean City gym leader, meaning she uses water Pokemon. And Brock is the gym leader from Pewter City, and yeah, he uses rock Pokemon, but he also has a Vulpix that he eventually gets in the first season, as well as a Zubat. So, together with his 2 traveling companions, Ash and friends travel around the Kanto region. As Ash registers for the Kanto League, or the Indigo League, which is held at the Indigo Plateau, a giant tournament to determine who would be the champion of the league. Along the way, Ash is also having to take on his rival, Gary Oak. And yeah, Gary was the first of these arrogant douchebag trainers that Ash would face throughout the series of the anime. Since the anime has been long going, Gary was the first rival Ash ever had. Gary was also modeled after Blue from the Pokemon Red and Blue games, since his look borrows from that. Gary is also kind of a dick, and he's got his own cheerleading squad. Anyway, back on the subject matter, Ash and friends also have to deal with a bunch of bad guys called Team Rocket, which are 3 people by the name of Jesse, James, and their payday cat Pokemon, Meowth. And the trio, often or not, tries to steal Ash's Pikachu from him. Yeah, some of my favorite episodes in Season 1, or some of the episodes I can recall well from Season 1. Well, Electric Shock Showdown is one of the first that I can recall. I mean, in this one, Ash challenges Lieutenant Surge for his 3rd gym badge, and he loses to Surge's Raichu, who manages to get the best of Ash's Pikachu. And they eventually do get a rematch after Ash makes a tough decision whether or not to use an evolution stone to evolve Pikachu into Raichu. However, Ash decides not to go that route, and instead, Pikachu and Raichu have a rematch. Ash's Pikachu has a rematch with Surge's Raichu during the gym battle. And yeah, Ash actually defeats Surge to get his third gym badge. Of course, the first season of Pokemon is not without its faults, meaning that in the Japanese version, of the Pokemon anime, including Season 1, there was an incident with a certain banned episode called Electric Soldier Porygon, where, you guessed it, this particular episode was famous for sending so many Japanese youths to the hospital after a certain scene where Pikachu's Thunderbolt destroyed a bunch of missiles, which caused these flashy lights that caused a bunch of epileptic seizures that sent a bunch of Japanese youths to the hospital. And because of that, this episode was taken off the air and never allowed to be aired again. Pokemon was briefly canceled from that because of that one episode. It was briefly canceled, then brought back. And as immediately brought back, Electric Soldier Porygon was no longer seen as a part of the anime. So, what's the next big thing? And so the story of the anime did continue after the events of what transpired with Electric Soldier Porygon. But it didn't help the fact that Electric Soldier Porygon still is remembered to this day as one of the most infamously banned episodes in Pokemon history. Never to have an English dub release or never to be seen in the light of day ever again. Yeah, and Japan was very strict on this. That no one outside of its country of origin was allowed to see it. And I think Japan was really wise to make that happen. But let's just continue on with the review. So yeah, one by one we get to see Ash take on the gym leaders of the Kanto region. Each gym leader has their own unique Pokemon and their own unique style. And we see Ash actually take on all of them, and manages to overcome most of them. Of course, he does eventually enter the Indigo League after he defeats the 8th gym leader, which was supposed to be Giovanni, which was Team Rocket's boss, or the boss of the evil Team Rocket team, or of the Team Rocket organization, as well as the fact that he was the Viridian City gym leader, but instead he got Jesse, James, and Meowth to be the gym leader in his place because, well, it was to promote Pokemon the first movie. So yeah, they used an 8th gym leader battle to promote Pokemon the first movie. Of course, the first season of Pokemon also was where we got the famous theme song for Pokemon, sung by the legendary Jason Paige, who even till this day still has it, which he never lost it to begin with, but you get the idea. Still, it's amazing that the first season had some really uniqueness to it. And being one of those early 4Kids dubs, I just have an enjoyability of watching it. And keep in mind, this is only just the first season of Pokemon I'm reviewing. I basically didn't want to talk about any other episodes, I feel like I've given enough as it is. Anyway, this has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3, and say see you next time, and gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon!